Hey, I'm Jess, and there is no Jen because the doll that we are covering this week got rid of all of our audio that we were going to use on this, our intro week back into doing WTF Is That Pod. Of course, it figures. Next week we will have more hilarious conversations between Jen and I, all of our witty banter that you know and love us for, but in the meantime, if you like whatever the fuck this is, be sure to head over to our Instagram. Our Instagram is WTF Is That Pod. Over there you can find the links of all of the places to listen to us, all of the places to follow us. And if you are in just a giving mood after this holiday season, you can go ahead and give us a like and review to let the Instagram, social media people, gods know that you like our stuff and you think other people would too. And hey, since we're coming out of the holiday season, if you are just still talking to family members or friends that you happen to reconnect with over the holiday season and you don't really want to talk to them, but you should put in an effort to kind of involve yourselves in their life a little bit, why not send them WTF Is That podcast? That way they can listen to us and you guys have something to talk about other than what's going on in your life, because let's be real, that gets a little tiring after a while. And with that, let's head into this week's episode.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, Jen.
Have you ever heard of Robert the Doll?
I'm not saying what the fuck is that thing because I will not curse myself and my unborn child because I know what happens when people curse his name.
All right, so you obviously already know who we're talking about.
Yeah, unfortunately I do. When you told me this topic today, I screamed at you. You didn't tell me!
She was literally on the other side of the house in the bathroom, and she could hear me and her partner talk, and legit asked what I was covering, said what I was covering, and she goes, "You're shitting me, right?"
From the bathroom.
She goes, "That's what we're fucking talking about?"
And then my partner's like, no, don't lose that energy. Don't lose that energy.
The fact that you were yelling at me from the bathroom, though.
Because I know. Like, okay, so one of my favorite shows, one of my favorite podcasts is, and that one, if I could say their fucking name. One of my favorite podcasts is And That's Why We Drink.
Mm-hmm.
And they covered him.
Uh-huh.
And then shit just started happening to Em and Christine. I'm like, motherfucker, I swear to God if you do this to me.
Now I don't know if I want to cover
I know,
it.
that's why you said that, and I was like, motherfucker!
Now I don't know if I want to cover it.
Well, now you fucking have to, because we're recording and you have notes.
I know.
So, here we go.
Here we go.
We're gonna be really nice about the Diamond Doll. We're gonna say really cool things about the Diamond Doll, and please don't get us. It's like worse than Annabelle. Like, you know that, right?
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
No, I know.
I'm like, I know you did notes, but like, you're aware, right?
No, I know. Oh, okay. This should be fun.
You just made this episode spicy.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
Muy fuego. Are you proud of me, Mom? Did I do it? Mama Lucy, did you like it?
I'm pretty sure fuego means feisty.
I mean, it's also probably gonna be that.
I mean, you know.
Just fuego, like fiery.
I'm pretty sure the word you were looking for was caliente.
No, I think I know what I meant.
Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
But it's not fuego.
You're so dumb.
You're welcome.
All right, so yeah, I guess we've covered. She won't let me say it more than once. The title of
Because it's like Beetlejuice. And I've already said it twice, so I'm not going to say it again, because then he'll come. I know my lore.
Okay, all right, you crazy. Yeah, so she won't let me say it again, but you can look at the title of this episode if you forget what we're talking about.
Yep.
Can I say the doll, or
That's fine.
should I say his name alone? Like, not the full thing. Should I just say the doll?
I'd say the doll.
Okay.
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 Or the entity.
But is he an entity?
He's an entity in a
I mean, that's
possessing
fair.
an
Okay.
object.
That's fair, yeah. We could say possessed object. I don't know. Anyways.
I don't
I'll
know.
just say
I
the
don't know
doll.
what's gonna piss him off.
I
I don't know.
either.
I haven't talked to him personally about it, so I don't know like what he prefers, what his pronouns are. I just don't want to. I just don't want to get got, Jen.
Now we definitely are. Because we're making light of this.
You have to laugh so you don't cry later.
All right. Well, this doll was created by, I don't know how you say this, Steiff Company of Germany.
Steiff sounds right.
Steiff, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same company created the teddy bear,
So oxymoronic.
right?
Don't care for that.
It was originally manufactured as a set of dolls designed to look like jesters or clowns.
There's something inherently spooky.
I don't like dolls in
About
general. I don't like dolls in general.
I mean, fair, but also then to be like, haha, kids love clowns. It's like, have you talked to a child?
Well, I mean, to be fair, okay, so we've already said that I didn't like Barbies on this.
Yeah, how you would destroy them.
Yeah, on this
and
podcast.
mutilate their bodies.
Yeah. I actually had, I don't know if they were porcelain, but essentially like these ceramic or porcelain small little clown dolls.
Oh, cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cute.
Other people thought they were
That's-
terrifying. I have one somewhere.
You can keep that shit to yourself. Not about it.
But yeah, so I used to have these like little porcelain clown dolls. Like one of them had like a tear coming down. They had like the jester crazy like hat.
You hate dolls, but you're
I
fine
do.
with that?
Yeah, they were cute.
Makes zero sense. You don't make sense as a person.
Hasn't that already been established?
I mean, fair. Mutilate the Barbies. Ooh, look at the creepy clown doll.
But they're not creepy.
Barbies are cute.
Barbies are terrifying.
Anyways, get back to this.
Anywho, I'm saying that I can relate to like because I'm pretty sure they were from that time period also.
Okay, gotcha.
So this doll is about 40 inches tall, dressed in a sailor suit with a somewhat human face, holding a toy dog.
Okay.
It's rumored the sailor suit actually used to belong to Jean, the boy we'll talk about in a second.
That's even worse. It's like, why? Why are we reusing clothing?
So the doll was given to a young boy by the name of Robert Eugene Otto by one of the servants who worked for his parents. Robert would always go by the name Jean, short for Eugene, and name the doll after him. He would insist people refer to him as Jean, and that the name Robert was reserved for the doll.
Okay, we suddenly have, like, very strong opinions about what to be called and what to call our doll. Like, granted, like, I get kids. I get kids, like, this is the name of it, and if you mess up that name, it's like, no. But, like, the ones for my kids would be, like, Floppy.
Yeah.
And that's, like, after yourself. It's like,
You never gave a doll, like, a human name? Like a people name? Like art type of name?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah. I had Dog, I had Alaska, I had Coffee.
I had a baby named Mary, a baby doll.
No, I didn't ever have human name things, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. Is it a culture thing?
I don't know, because my mom had dolls that she would name. That's how she knew what my name was going to be, because her dolls were always named Jessica.
That's a little creepy.
I think it's cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's funny how even 15 years later, there are some things we still don't know
Yeah,
about
where
each
it's like,
other.
what do you mean? You'll say some things sometimes, and I'm like, stop, back up, repeat. 15 years later, we're still keeping it fresh. That's how you do it, people.
Stupid.
Fuego.
Now that's going to become like a new sticker.
Yes, that and yuccas.
Stop.
Okay, get back to this. We're already like
Absolutely
20
hate
minutes
you.
in.
Okay. Our story takes place at 534 Eaton Street, Key West, Florida, which is now called the Artist's House. It didn't take long for strange things to start happening when the doll became part of the family.
So at that point, the doll had then been new.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's the same with Annabelle. But my assumption is always, used object, haunted. Not new object, haunted, cursed.
So we'll get to why we think all this happened
Okay.
later.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You're jumping ahead.
Okay.
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 Okay. One night, when Gene was only 10 years old, he woke up to find the doll sitting at the end of his bed staring at him.
It's worse that it has a human-like face. And it's staring, because imagine, like, looking at that versus, like, Annabelle, who's a Raggedy Ann doll face.
Yeah.
Like
We'll
the
put
human
pictures.
face is worse.
We'll put pictures for y'all on the Instagram when we come up with the episode. But yeah, it's
human face substantially
little
worse.
like, have you actually seen a picture of him?
No, I refuse. I'm gonna make you make the promo stuff for this one.
Oh no, honey, that's all you. It's so weird because it looks like basically like it's stitched together. Like it's just fabric stitched together.
That made it worse. I don't know if you were trying to make it better or worse, but
I don't think I was trying to make it better.
it's worse.
I was just stating facts.
It's gross.
To me, it just looks like fabric pulled together. Like 3 pieces of fabric pulled together.
Okay.
Anywho.
Great.
You're welcome. I'll make you look at a picture. Moments later, his mother woke to the sound of Gene's screams and could hear furniture being overturned in Gene's room.
Ooh.
Finally, his mother was able to pry the door open to find Gene curled up in fear on his bed and his room in shambles.
The fuck?
The doll was just sitting at the foot of his bed.
Still?
Mm-hmm. Gene's only words that he could muster was that the doll did it, and would later use the same quote-unquote excuse many times throughout his childhood when strange and mysterious or even destructive things would happen.
Okay. I mean, like, I'm genuinely curious because I know a lot of these cases of, like, kids causing a muck and, like, blaming it on an entity are then just kids fucking around to get something out of it.
Yeah.
So,
But, like, the fact that his mom had to pry open a door to find, like, his dresser and chairs and things like that, like, essentially tossed across the room. Like, you know he couldn't do that at 10 years old.
yeah. I mean, I'm still curious because there's, like I said, there's so many things that are just like, yeah, and then they figured out it was the kid who did it. And it's like, huh, okay.
Yeah, that's true. Like how we said with the Enfield poltergeist, they had proof that the girl, I forgot her name, the girl was the one who caused a little bit of it.
Yeah.
You know? So, who knows?
Yeah.
But that's what he would say when those types of things would happen. Gene's parents would often hear their son upstairs talking to the doll and getting a response back in a totally different voice.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
The family even reported seeing the doll's expressions change.
Yeah, dolls shouldn't do that. That's not a thing that they should be able to do.
Wait, really?
Jenny, I swear to God.
I swear to you, my clowns did. Like, I swear to God, there would be one that would, like, it would frown or smile depending on how I was feeling.
Thanks. I hate it. Let's stop talking about your creepy clown dolls that you revere with childhood delight for some fucking reason.
There were even reports of hearing giggling and experiences of the doll running up the stairs of the house, or they would see him staring out the upstairs window, were constantly reported.
Yeah, no thank you. It should not be moving on its own. I don't want to have to walk into a room and be like, what am I going to see here? What's behind door number 1? No.
But, like, the fact that they would just, like, see it running up the stairs, like, you know how sometimes things like that, or, like, even in movies, it's portrayed, like, they do it when you're not looking?
Yeah. The fact that they saw it happen is like, oh.
Yeah. Or, like, literally, I don't know. It's weird. So, the doll continued to live with Gene throughout his lifetime, and even after Gene's parents passed. When his parents passed, Gene and his wife Anne decided to move into Gene's childhood home. He then decided the doll needed a room of his own and placed him in the upstairs room that had a window overlooking the street.
As a grown man?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. So it's you, your wife, and this. Like, Could you imagine being the wife and having that conversation? It's like, I would love to have a guest room. I'm sorry. Well, this is my doll's room?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you got to my next point where Anne did start to feel uneasy with the doll.
Yeah, because why is your husband claiming a whole room in his childhood home for a doll?
Because he knows exactly what it is. That's
I know,
why.
but still, like, as if you were just like, this doll needs his own room. No further questions. Like,
I would not ask further questions. No.
You're just like, great. We'll not go in that room. Don't send servants in that room.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
Cool.
As long as nothing crosses me, like nothing bothers me, I don't bother it.
Oh, I'd have
I'm
so
good.
many questions.
Nope.
I'm
Nope.
the queen of questions.
I legit. So, okay, I've moved into a new house, right?
Uh-huh.
Realized there's something there, someone there.
Oh, that's fun.
It's a woman, older woman.
Okay.
Not older, but like mid-40s, maybe 40s, 50s. And just kind of like would come in and out, look at me, like peek behind the corner, kind of spook Romeo a little bit, but I think because she was just curious about him.
Well, yeah, and it's something new for him to see, so.
Exactly. To the point where I had to be like, I'm not a threat. I know you're probably confused as to why I'm here. I'm the new tenant. I'm just really here just to eat, sleep, and that's it. I won't bother you if you don't bother me. Like, we're cool type of thing.
Yeah.
And legit, like, stopped really seeing her and stopped really, like, being not bothered, because, like, she wasn't bothering me.
But you can, like, feel it, and it's like, okay.
Yeah. And so then the other day, or, like, a couple of days after that, I looked over at the mantle, because I finally actually sat down in my living room, and I looked at the mantle, and I see this tiny thing of ashes with a picture of a woman.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, is that you?
You're like, I gotcha. I
was
see.
like, oh, okay, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, figured it out.
Like, did somebody die in your house? Like, what?
No, not in my house, but I do have someone's ashes in my house.
But they are there, so.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's no different than me having my brother.
No, but still, I figured it was something like that if they were chill.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. We do our thing. Every now and then she'll, like, come around and, like, kind of spook Romeo a little bit, but other than that, nothing too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be me. That's exactly how I would be. Would just be like, hey, I won't bother you if you don't bother me.
Yeah, I would have so
Type
many
thing.
questions. I would
you're
immediately
nosy.
ask all the questions.
You're nosy.
I'd be like, we're not doing shit until you tell me why the fuck it's happening.
You're nosy. Just like my
People will be
mother.
like, do you want to hear some tea? I'm like, when have I ever said no?
I
What
know,
would make you
chismosa.
believe that I would not want the
Yeah,
tea?
you're a little chismosa. That's
I
all
love
it
it.
is.
Give it all to me. Yum, 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 yum. Love it.
Anywho, Anne began to feel uneasy, and so she asked Jean to move the doll in the attic. Jean eventually gave in, locked the doll in the attic, and of course, the doll wasn't happy about that.
Yeah, no, I would be also pissed if I got downgraded from my own room to the attic
Yeah.
by my best friend. Like, if we were living together and you're like, actually, I'm going to have you live in the attic now instead of a room, I'd be like, fuck you, bitch.
I mean, technically, you sent me upstairs. No, I'm just kidding.
You chose to move here.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, the
Yeah.
downgrade. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
no,
"The
I get
fuck?"
you. I get you. Yeah. So, yeah, he wasn't happy. Not at all. Soon, visitors would hear footsteps in the attic or the sounds of someone pacing back and forth with a devilish giggle. Neighborhood children would report the doll would watch them from the window in the upstairs bedroom and would mock them as they walked to school.
The doll would mock them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, hearing this, Jean immediately went to go and investigate because he knew that he had locked the doll in the attic,
Yeah.
not in the upstairs room.
Oh, I didn't even catch that part. Fuck off.
Yep.
Oh, get so fucked.
He found the doll in the room,
No.
in the rocking chair by the window.
No.
Okay, when something like this happens, why is there always a rocking chair right next to a window?
Stop putting rocking chairs by windows, people.
Stop putting rocking chairs in rooms like that at all.
Fuck it. Just get rid of all the rocking chairs.
No,
get
just
rid
like
of all
don't
of them.
put it with a possessed doll. How about that?
Yeah, like, and especially by a window where anyone can just, like,
Exactly.
see it.
Yep.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
You have
Put
a
it-
possessed doll. Don't do that.
You want to put a rocking chair in the corner? Go right ahead. But don't face it near a window.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
put it right
mm-mm.
next to a window.
No, what are you doing?
I 100% will not do that because I guarantee you, because I can guarantee you my brother would do that shit too. He put himself in that fucking rocker next to the window and start rocking it and scare the shit out of me.
Just to make a point. Yep.
Yes.
100%.
I know he'd do that. So don't do it. That's my thing. Why do you always put it in front of the window?
Thanks, I hate it.
You're welcome. But yeah, time and time again, Jean would continue to lock the doll back up in the attic, but would just find him back in the upstairs bedroom every single time.
You've already established it as his room. Do you really think he's just going to stay in the attic?
Exactly.
No. That's not going to happen. That is not going to fly, homeboy.
No. In 1974, Jean Otto died, and a new owner moved into the artist's house, including their 10-year-old daughter.
No, the same age that he was.
I'm so glad you caught that.
No.
I'm so glad you caught that. I was writing this and I was like, holy shit, they were the same age.
Like, what are the odds?
Right?
Like, granted, I know people can be the same age, but, like, what are the odds?
What are the odds? Like, he was given this doll around the age of 10.
And then a 10-year-old moves in after you die?
Exactly. Like, that cannot be just pure coincidence.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
Honestly, I don't even think I believe in coincidences.
At this point, it's like,
With what we know,
yeah, no,
Yeah,
I hate it, thanks.
you're welcome. At first, she was delighted to have found the doll in the attic. But clearly, all that delight would soon end.
Oh, so it stayed in the attic.
Mm-hmm.
Because it knows kids are curious.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the kid gonna go?
Well, not only that, but I assume that if Anne, I don't know when Anne died, but if she died after Otto, or after Jean, she's not going to take the doll with her if she left that house.
Yeah, no.
She already didn't like it.
And she wasn't gonna stay in that big house by herself.
Yeah.
Like,
So, yeah.
especially since it was his house.
Exactly. So, that doll stayed there.
But again, I'm surprised it stayed in the attic and not that room.
That's true. That's true.
As
But
if it's like waiting to be found.
exactly. I was going to say, like,
Instead of
kids-
presenting itself on, like, letting the child find it.
yeah, that's true. I don't like it. That I don't like.
Yeah. That was my immediate thought.
That I don't like. Soon, the girl claimed that the doll was alive and wanted to hurt her. She would often wake up in the middle of the night claiming the doll was moving about her room.
See, so here's where it gets more legitimacy for me, other than just the one guy doing it, because now it's another child.
Yeah.
About the same age. Being affected the exact same way.
Yeah.
It's like, again, coincidences like that don't just happen, so...
Yeah, I don't think so. Soon the doll would be given away and now lives in East Martello Fort where visitors can go see him.
Ooh.
So, here's the question. Is the doll possessed? What do you think?
I feel like it has to be.
Okay. Do you
Because
think
it's-
that it is, how you say it, Damon?
I would think so. That's usually my immediate go-to with things like this, because...
If you look at the Annabelle
Usually-
doll, it's a
yeah.
demon.
And like we talked about with that, like, souls, like, actual entities, don't possess objects like that.
Yeah.
Because they purely do not have the power.
Yeah. I was like,
They
they
don't
they
have the
really
strength.
can't. Yeah, they don't have the energy to.
But a daemon
Yeah.
has that ability and has that power.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I think that more than anything. And then especially if you're around a child, it's just feeding on that more.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at all the movies and all the lore, they will go after children more because they want their souls. They're still so pure.
And the closeness to the veil and whatnot. I have this
That,
whole
the
thing on
energy,
like
all that,
kids
yeah.
on being affected more because they're close to the veil and can see more. But
Yeah. So many believe the servant who gave the doll to Jean cursed it after his parents had mistreated her.
I honestly thought it was weird when you said the servant gave it to the guy, because I was like, okay, it was just like the parents saying it's from like the staff to be like, oh, see, we're kind.
I mean, unless it's like, I could see her giving him the doll if she was a servant who worked with him mostly, like took care of him, almost like a nanny
Yeah.
type. But I couldn't find anything like that he had like a nanny type, or if that was her.
Yeah, or if it was just a servant in the house. Because
Yeah.
you said that, and I was like, that's weird. That doesn't make sense that a servant would give a gift.
Yeah.
So,
That's what a lot of people believe. Apparently, this woman practiced voodoo and black magic.
okay.
So I could see that.
But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like those things get so conflated all the time. It's just like,
And not only
oh,
that,
it's something weird and crazy. It must be voodoo and black magic. It's like, is it though?
not only that, but if it was either voodoo or black magic that was specifically because of Gene or his parents,
Oh, okay.
wouldn't that magic have already worn off considering that both parties are dead? His parents are dead. Gene is dead. All three parties are actually. The servant has to be dead by now.
I mean, it depends on like what she did. Because couldn't she like call forth?
I know, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
I'm saying like if it
Why
was
would it stay?
specifically for this
Yeah.
reason or for this long, whatever, you could theoretically say that it should be done. Like, it should be a normal doll by now,
Yeah.
but it's not. So, yeah, there's a lot more that could be what this doll is.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I still just go with the Damon thing. I think it's what makes the most sense. Because even if it was quote unquote cursed,
Yeah.
you could call forth a daemon
Yeah.
and have them do their thing.
Mhm.
Because then you don't control them. Like, you can call them forth, but you can't really control them.
Yeah. So no one really knows how or what the doll is, but to this day he is still taunting and mocking visitors any chance he gets, especially when someone tries to take a picture of him, and apparently no one has succeeded.
That's kind of terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hate that.
Apparently when you go and like try to get like a selfie with him or even take a picture with your phone, or like back then the disposable cameras and stuff like that, it would just come out as like a glare every single time, no matter whether you had the flash on or not, no matter the phone, no matter what angle, it's always a glare.
Yeah, no thank you. I hate that. I hate it.
And that's the story of, and I won't say the name one more time for Jessica.
Oh, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was just like, you motherfucker, you're bringing this here today. He's terrifying. It's a terrifying thing to consider. It's like, okay.
I guess. I don't know.
Any object like that. Okay, here's my thing. There's like haunted objects, and then there's haunted dolls.
Yeah.
And haunted dolls are inherently scarier because they have a way to get around.
This is
like,
very true.
My haunted dresser isn't going to come attack me in the middle of the night. But a haunted doll might.
My haunted dresser.
It's
What the fuck is this, Beauty and the Beast?
It's the first big piece of object I could think of.
You couldn't even say like a cursed painting, a cursed photo, like...
No, because my immediate thought was cursed mirror, and I'm like, no, there's a lot of bad things a cursed mirror can do to you. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's true.
So then my second thought was like, what is usually around a mirror? And I went, dresser. That'll do.
You're so dumb.
It worked. You got the point.
You're so dumb.
Point for me.
You ready?
No. But, I mean, go ahead.
Well, on average, your body makes about 1.5 liters of snot in a day.
Oh, God. Hold on. She already knows this. That's just why it's, like, even more of an asshole thing. I hate boogers and snot. Like, I can barely handle it. I have 2 children. I'm about to have another, and I cannot handle boogers or snot at all.
The fun part is we swallow about most of it,
Jennifer,
without even noticing. We're also going to go double or nothing.
we just talked about how I haven't gotten sick this pregnancy at all, and you're going to fuck it up.
Well, at least you know it's not the baby that's making you sick.
Oh, God. He's not helping.
Okay, I'll make this quick then. Also, our bodies make enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools in a lifetime.
I'm sorry for all the mouth noises, but, like, I'm trying not to vomit in our small studio.
There you go. That's your disturbing fact.
Okay, thanks. I hate it. I feel like I'm going to be sick now. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
I need to do a drink of this Gatorade and then do this outro, I guess. I'll try not to think about how much saliva is in my mouth. So if you like whatever the fuck this is, be sure to head over to our Instagram. Our Instagram is WTF is that pod. Over there you'll find the link to our link tree and all of those other goodies, all the places to listen to us. Make sure to like, review, and follow us on all the places to listen to follow us, just to let them know that you love us. And as always, the very best way to help us grow is to share us with a friend. And with that, I'm going to try to not throw up anymore because my tummy now feels yucky. Bye.
Bye.
I hate you.
You love me.
Ugh.